welcome to your reading for the month of November, or whenever this video finds you. I don't believe in coincidences, so I encourage you to trust that whenever you receive this message is exactly when you are meant to hear it. We're going to just get started with a little bit of energy cleansing, grounding, and protecting with this Palo Santo. I urge you to consider that even if you are not here, even if you cannot smell this smoke, this Palo Santo, this smudge, or maybe you can because you have some clairsentience, that the spirit of Palo Santo is going to be cleansing your energy, my energy, and the energy of these cards as well. We are going to get started with a card from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle deck. I like to call this my Tough Love deck. It is by Kelly Smith. If you are new here, I'm Jenny. I am a spiritual life and business mentor, probably why I love the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. I am also a student of shamanism. And here on my YouTube channel, I do these monthly oracle card readings. I also have some meditations and some really knowledgeable and inspiring videos as well that I hope that you'll check out. If you're resonating with any of the messages that you hear today, I encourage you to like, to comment, to subscribe, and maybe you'll see more of these videos. And if you don't resonate with the message, just leave them for someone else. That's okay as well. I always say that whenever somebody receives an intuitive message, they're just getting seeds planted. So as we all know, the more you water the seeds, the more they'll grow. However, some seeds grow regardless of whether you water them or not. It's like, how on earth did that seed grow? I have been neglecting it, but somehow it's been growing. Well, that's because that seed was meant to be. So even if you don't resonate with the message that I give you today, if you totally ignore it, if it was meant to be, it will be. So we're going to start for Scorpio with what is the primary energy behind the month of November, or whenever you receive this message. What is the primary energy? All right, spirit, angels, guides, what is the primary energy for Scorpio for the month ahead? All right, I feel it. And I'm a Scorpio moon, you guys, so I resonate with this as well. Feel free to read for anywhere in your chart, your sun, your moon, your rising, or anywhere else. You're getting Dark Night of the Soul. All right, haven't we already been here? Haven't we already done this? We've already done the Dark Night of the Soul, haven't we? We've been on this journey for such a long time. You might be feeling pretty lonely right now. You are in the midst of a spiritual awakening. And yes, it can feel pretty lonely because when we are on the spiritual awakening, what typically happens is we're elevating, right? We're elevating, we're raising our vibration, we're healing our wounds. So we're no longer showing up in that wounded energy, that lower vibrational of, always being reactive all the time. We're raising our vibration. And what happens when we do that is, well, we can outgrow people, right? Our circles start to change. We no longer resonate with the people that we were spending so much time with, because some people are only meant to have access to the wounded version of us. Some people are not meant to have access to the healed version of us. So they call it the Dark Night of the Soul because, number one, we're looking at our shadow, which is dark, right? But also because it can be quite lonely. It can be quite lonely, can't it? You've got to let me know down in the comments if you're resonating with this. This is the primary energy for your month ahead, but we're going to look at spirit. What is the secondary energy for Scorpio? Again, I'm a Scorpio moon, so I feel like this reading is also for me. I am resonating for sure. I feel like I've been at a Dark Night of the Soul over and over and over again for the past 13 years. I don't know about you guys, but I most certainly have, especially the last 4 years, right? I think a lot of us are in the same boat. Let's get some more clarity on this month ahead for Scorpio. Okay, you're getting source. This is perfectly connected. You are connected, okay? You are connected to source. You are receiving intuitive messages. This is your connection to source is the light and the love that shines through you and leads the way. The light always prevails, right? The light always prevails. Sometimes when we're on this journey, we're going through this Dark Night of the Soul, we're really connecting with our intuitive gifts. We're really starting to connect in with our intuition. We're really starting to receive more clear intuitive downloads. A lot of the times what can happen is like a moth to a flame, we attract darkness. And it can, be a little bit scary sometimes if we don't know much about protection or we don't trust that the light will always prevail, but the light does always prevail. I talk about like the little angel on one shoulder, the devil on the other shoulder. I don't like to think about it that way. I like to think about it as our soul is on one shoulder and our soul is always nudging us exactly where we're meant to be, right? Our soul is always trying to get us into alignment with our highest path, our highest purpose, our highest timeline, our highest destiny. And then we've got the ego over here. And what's the ego's job? The ego's job is to keep us safe inside of our comfort zone, right? So the ego is always going to throw things like procrastination and avoidance and self-sabotage and numbing out and substances and blah, 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 blah. Throwing all these things in our path to keep us safe inside of our comfort zone so that we do not get into alignment with our highest self, our highest path, our highest purpose. This card, the source card, is reminding us that we are of the light. We walk in the light, and to stay in the light, that the light is leading the way. It is leading the way like a headlight when you're driving in the dark, right? It's leading the way. A lot of the times we want to know, like, how do we get there? Well, just like driving at night, you can't see the whole way. You can't see the whole way, but you can see the very next step, right? The headlights show you what's just ahead. And when you connect in with source, when you connect in with your own intuitive gifts, you can see the next step. You might not see the whole path, but at least you can see the next step. And to be frank, that's all you need to see is just that next step. All right, let's get a little bit more clarity here for my Scorpios. What have we got? You're getting mentor. Okay, I'm a little biased. I like this card a lot because, well, I'm a spiritual life and business mentor. So yeah, this is my card, right? You're calling someone into your life right now, somebody who's supposed to help you on your path. You're calling in somebody who is meant to. And I mean, I've been investing in coaches for the last 13 years. I would not be where I am today if it were not for some of the coaches that I've worked with. Well, all of them really, because even though, you know, not all of my coaches were my favorite, there are a couple experiences that at the time I felt were bad experiences. But looking at it now, I can see that those coaches were also meant to teach me something. Even though I didn't like the experiences with them, it really taught me how I don't want to be a coach. And it really taught me a lot about myself, about boundaries, about sticking up for myself, really about staying in my power and staying in my truth. But I look back at all the coaches and mentors that I've ever worked with, and I think that there's no possible way I would be where I am today without them. Yes, we do all have our own inner medicine, and I love to teach that. My program, Sacred Self-Empowered, is all about that. We are our own medicine. However, we are also always calling people into our lives to help elevate us. I like to surround myself with people who are already doing what I want to be doing. All of the coaches that I've ever worked with are people who are doing what I want to be doing. They've already accomplished the goals that I want to accomplish. I see what they're doing and I want to be doing more of that. So I like to surround myself with them. We are, after all, the average of the 5 people that we spend the most time with. So maybe I am meant to be your mentor. And if so, you can find me. All my details are down below in the comments, in the description. Maybe I'm not. But regardless, you are being called right now to call someone into your life. It says, you are about to meet a person of high integrity who will guide you in the right direction. Let's get some clarity on all of this, okay? This is the Wisdom of the Elders Oracle. Let's get some clarity on the month ahead for Scorpio. You've got a dark night of the soul going on. We've got a strong connection to source. There's going to be someone coming in to help guide us on this journey. This is a journey. This is a journey. And happy birthday, by the way. It's your birthday, isn't it? Both my parents are Scorpios, by the way. Both of them. And I'm a Scorpio moon. I'm like, oh, I see. I get it. We're getting Sacred Journey Transformation. Oh my goodness. Scorpio, holy, this is a big month for us. My goodness. Like the caterpillar going into the cocoon and emerging as the butterfly. Woo, 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 woo. It's a journey, all right. A sacred journey. A sacred journey. We're going to go into sacred power. So this is a big month. This is a big month. If you haven't got that already, Scorpio, this is a big month. Go within. If you can get some serious meditation going, some journaling. If you struggle with meditation, I know a lot of people do. Number one, I've got a ton of meditations on here. You can check out some of the ones that I have. And number two, do journaling. Go for a walk. Go for a drive. Get in the bath with no phone, have a long shower. A lot of the times we're meditating when we don't even realize we're meditating. And then when you really do begin to enjoy meditating more, you're going to start to crave it more and more. You'll get better at it and you'll crave it. I'm at the point now where I'm meditating a couple of times a day at least, and I do love it. I remember when I read The Art of Surrender. Is that what it's called? The Gentle Art of Surrender, or the Surrender Experiment, something like that. And I was like, man, this guy meditates all day. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. And now that's all I want to do. I'm so excited for winter because I can stay home and I can meditate more. It's wonderful. From Sacred Power, spirits, angels, guides, please give me some more clarity for Scorpio for the month ahead. Manifestation, it goes so perfectly well with transformation. We're getting manifestation here. So what are you calling into your life, Scorpio? What are you calling into your life? I'm calling in a new house. That's what I'm working on right now. My Scorpio moon is excited about this card. Super excited about this card. What is it that you're calling into your life, Scorpio? Because you were learning how to manifest it. You were learning that it's not just about thinking good thoughts. What you think about, you bring about. No. You need emotion. You need energy. You need to match your frequency. Match your frequency. The only way that you're going to match your frequency to that which you're trying to manifest is if you can heal these old wounds, if you can connect in with that dark night of the soul, if you can connect in with source, if you can maybe take some guidance from a mentor. Maybe take some guidance from a mentor, because that's coming up for you today. All right, Scorpio, we are going to dive a little bit deeper into what's coming up for you in this next month in the extended reading. We're also going to look at some essential oils for you. We're going to look at the the Romance Angels Oracle deck for you as well. If you would like to see the extended reading, then please join the Sacred Self-Empowered community. You can find the details about that down below in the description. I hope that you're resonating with this. You got to let me know how this is landing with you. It's a big month for you and me, Scorpio. It is a big month. So please let me know down below in the comments how you're resonating. I hope that you will like and subscribe, and I will see you again next month, Scorpio.